customers and ensuring that we're all operating as a team.
Well, we'll watch as you tick towards that July 4th deadline with
oh my God, look
agenda.
at it go.
In the meantime,
so we'll wait.
Look at it go. It's doing it. It's going to $1.
Thanks, Shannon.
I'm on the 15-minute. All right, let's look at this thing. We'll get back to the news in a minute. Look at this. It broke that resistance. I didn't think it would do it, but that dude. So let's go back to the 1 hour. Oh, that is nice. Yeah. It's going to hit $1 in the next 4 hours. Let's see, maybe 6, maybe not. It is moving. Maybe by tomorrow. Hondo? You mean Ondo? This is Arrow. This is Arrow, A-E-R-O. Me and Pallet Town been watching this one all day. I didn't think it was going to do this. It broke through resistance, though, and it's going to keep going. I think $1, though, might just be the end of it. I could be wrong. But that's why I said we need to wait for confirmation, Pallet Town. Because you can draw all the lines you want, and if you try to catch the wick on these things, man, you'll get burned. So it's very important that we wait for confirmation before we make our moves. Dude, you got out at the right time. You closed that short perfectly. I don't even think you need me, bro. But I appreciate the support. Appreciate the support. All right, let's watch some news while we wait for this thing. All right. Business challenge. Trump's tariffs before the Supreme Court. Citing the polarizing uncertainty created when tariffs are added and subtracted at will, two small businesses came to the Supreme Court on Tuesday asking the justices to quickly weigh in on the legality of President Trump's reliance on a law giving the president broad authority over economic transactions in a national emergency to impose hundreds of billions of dollars in tariffs. Until now, the companies wrote on Tuesday, no president in nearly 50 years history of the International Emergency Economic Powers Act has ever invoked it to impose tariffs, let alone the sweeping worldwide tariffs imposed pursuant to executive order challenges here. So we're going to find out on this. Trump is saying that there's no need to do it quickly. That makes me believe that maybe he doesn't have the legal authority. Maybe the Supreme Court will take it down. But with executive orders, it's kind of tricky because we are in a trade war, okay? Being in a trade war could give him those powers. So we're going to have to keep an eye on this one. If the Supreme Court rules against Trump on this one, markets are going to go parabolic. Okay? All those returns you've been waiting for will come if it gets shot down. I don't think it will happen, but this is something we need to be keeping an eye on. Okay? You need to be following this Supreme Court on Trump's authority on tariffs. Okay? This is going to be what moves the market either down or up. Okay? This decision right here is everything. Pay attention to this. I know, I just felt it in the air. I know, right? Dude, everything looks bullish today too. Like, I think it's short term, short lived. But yeah, everything kind of looks bullish. That's why I have the white light on and not the green light, Because, like, yeah, everything's pumping today and maybe over the next day or so. I'm thinking until, what's today? Is today Wednesday? Let's see. Yeah, today's Wednesday. So I think things pump. Maybe it'll pump till the new moon. Who knows? But because of the moon cycle, I figured things were going to pump. But I think it's short-lived because we are in the new moon of the moon cycle. So we'll probably get a couple days of this, and then we'll see. And this may throw off the moon cycle. We got the moon up here. Our little guy, he's on the moon. We wish we were with him there, but we got cut short. We ran out of gas. But keep an eye on that one. All right. Americans cut back sharply on spending last month amid tariffs. Americans are feeling a hangover from their tariff-fueled buying frenzy earlier in the spring. Retail sales fell 0.9% in May from the prior month, the Commerce Department said Tuesday, down sharply from April's downward revised 0.1% decline. That was the steepest month decline since January and the worst than 0.7% decreased economic projected in a poll data at FactSet. I'm not going to read all of this, but people are starting to pull back their buying. They were panic buying because of tariffs, and that is changing, and that is going to affect the markets. Okay. The question is how. Is it going to be bullish because people are going to put more money into the market, or is it going to be bearish because people just don't have the money because they've been panic buying other things? I don't think about it. Japan's exports post first drop in 8 months as U.S. tariffs hit the auto firms. May exports were minus 1.7% for the year versus the forecast of minus 3.8. Imports fall 7.7% a year in May. Japan scrambling to get exemptions from the U.S. auto tariffs. Ishiba says some disagreements persist between the Japan and U.S. So no deal with Japan. Everybody thought there was a deal with Japan. No deal. There's really like no deals. As far, even China's deal is not set in stone. The EU, no deal. Canada, Mexico, no deals. There are no deals yet.
Japanese exports fell for the first time in 8 months in May. Figures out Wednesday showed overseas shipments dropping 1.7% on the year. That followed months of gains, but was at least better than expected. The nation's big automakers are in the front line of the trade war. They accounted for more than a quarter of the $145 billion in goods that Japan shipped to the US last year. Now big names like Toyota and Mazda face 25% tariffs on their cars, and the latest numbers show the impact. Japanese auto exports to the US slumped 24.7% last month, with shipments of parts also massively down. Now Japan could also face an additional 24% levy on all goods from July 9th, unless it can strike a deal with Washington. Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba had hoped that agreement would come at the G7 summit in Canada this week. But he emerged empty-handed from talks with Donald Trump, saying that disagreements remain to be resolved. The hit from tariffs could add to pressure on Japan's already lackluster economy, which has seen growth hit by subdued private consumption. The trade war also leaves the Bank of Japan with a tough call. Does it cut rates to help lift growth, or hike them to cool inflation? This week the central bank kept rates steady and signalled it would be cautious about future moves.
So no deal with Japan. Fed holds interest rates steady for the fourth time in a row. We already knew this, but I wanted to recap it. Federal Reserve said Wednesday it is holding its benchmark interest rate steady, keeping borrowing rates elevated for Americans for the fourth straight time. And I told you this. Everybody wanted to say, they all wanted to say, no, interest rates are coming down. I've been screaming it for months. For months, it's not coming down, and here we are. And I'm also starting to lean towards later in the year, they might go up. Okay, once we actually get hit with the tariff impact in the world, unemployment is not a problem. Okay, and as long as unemployment is not a problem, rates will not go down. Okay. And here's the thing is inflation is ramping up, especially with the wars going on. Okay. We're sending aid and different things that fuels inflation. Okay. Inflation is not going down whatsoever. Okay. Expect possibly a rate increase. You're hearing it here first. Everyone is saying, oh, they're going to drop it. I'm telling you right now, it's either going to stay the same or it's going to go up. I'm leaning towards going up later in the year. I know no one wants to hear that, but that's the facts, baby. This is where we're at. Nothing is getting better. We're in a recession already. Okay. We are in a recession already. It's going to get bad. It's going to get bad, ladies and gentlemen. But not for us, because we're ahead of the curve. We know what's coming before it happens, and we're prepared because we watch this show. And that's the whole purpose of me doing this show, is to help you guys. Powell gave a B slap. You get nothing. And despite that, the markets are going up, okay, for today. But it's not going to last, okay? We just had a massive fall in the market. This is normal correction. It coming back up. It's going to happen. But the overall outlook is bearish. If that changes, I will let you know, okay? That's why the white light's on, okay? We're going up a little bit, but it's still bearish long term, I think. Over the next 2, 3, 4 weeks, possibly, it could be downward movement. And Trump saying Powell to drop rates made it obvious he was using reverse psychology. Yes, exactly. Exactly. See, you're starting to pick up on these things because you're getting it. So here's this. U.S. unemployment claims dip to 25,000, hovering at a historic low levels, okay? Interest rates are not going to come down. The unemployment is what Jerome Powell already said. He said, if there's a problem with unemployment, if there's a problem with jobs, then they'll lower the interest rate. And here we go. Unemployment claims dip, okay? There's not a problem with jobs, so they're probably going to raise it. Reading the room a lot better than 3 months ago, right? And that's amazing. And TikTok seller, thank you for the 2 roses, by the way. Thank you so much. I got some gifts coming to your live soon. I appreciate you, buddy. So, yeah. This is why I'm thinking rates could go up. I'm thinking rates could go up. Is the data flawed? Who knows? And who cares? Because if they're giving out flawed data, it's so that they can do these changes. It's so they can make these things happen. So I'm leaning towards rates stay the same or they go up. I'm thinking up later in the year, especially once supply chain disruption hits the shelves and, recession fears ramp up more. We're already in a recession. Come on, but yeah, it's gonna get bad. And if people are already thinking we're gonna go into recession, of course they're gonna raise the interest rates because we're already there. Like, duh. All right. Iran warns U.S. joining conflict would mean all-out war, refuses demands to give up on disputed nuclear program.
Iran warns U.S. joining conflict would mean all-out war, refuses demands to give up disputed nuclear program. Iran warned that the United States joining forces with Israel would mean an all-out war, as Israel bombarded sites overnight that it says would have allowed Iran to continue enriching uranium, as well as attack Israeli forces.
And
any American intervention would be a recipe for an all-out war in the region. Iranian Foreign Ministry spokesman Esmail Baghi warned Wednesday during an interview with Al Jazeera English. He did not elaborate, but thousands of American troops are based in nearby countries within range of Iran's weapons. The U.S. has threatened a massive response to any attack. Another Iranian official apparently ruled out demands for the country to give up its disputed nuclear program. Iran's ambassador to Geneva, Ali Bahraini, told reporters that Iran will continue to produce the enriched uranium as far as we need for peaceful purposes. He rejected any talk of a setback to Iran's nuclear research and development from the Israeli strikes, saying, "Our scientists will continue their work." Israeli warplanes pounded Tehran overnight and into Wednesday, as Iran launched a small barrage of missiles at Israel with no reports of casualties, according to the Associated Press. Israel says it launched the strikes to prevent Iran from building a nuclear weapon, after talks between the United States and Iran over a diplomatic resolution had made little visible progress over 2 months but were still ongoing. President Donald Trump has said Israel's campaign came after a 60-day window he set for the talks. Iran has long insisted its nuclear program was peaceful, though it is the only non-nuclear armed state to enrich uranium up to 60%, a short, technical step away from weapons-grade levels of 90%. U.S. intelligence agencies have said they did not believe Iran was actively pursuing the bomb, according to the AP. Israel is believed to be the only country in the Middle East with nuclear weapons, but has never publicly acknowledged them. The Israel Defense Forces, IDF, said Wednesday that it eliminated Ali Shadmani, identified as Iran's wartime chief of staff, overnight. Shadmani held the role for only 4 days before meeting the same fate as his predecessor. Spokesperson Brig General Effie Defrin said in a video statement Wednesday, "We have delivered significant blows to the Iranian regime, and as such, they have been pushed back into central Iran," Defrin said. "They are now focusing their efforts on conducting missile fire from the area of Isfahan. We are aiming at military targets. They are attacking civilian homes. While we are working to remove threats from Iran, we are still fighting their proxy, Hamas in Gaza, who is still holding 53 of our hostages in brutal conditions," he added. "We will not rest until they are returned home." More than 50 Israeli Air Force, IAF, fighter jets conducted 3 waves of strikes over 3 hours in an extensive operation Tuesday night, hitting an Iranian centrifuge production site that was intended to enable the regime to continue to enhance its uranium enrichment. Defrin said in another statement Wednesday, "This complements actions from previous operations we have conducted targeting components of the nuclear program." Israeli forces have struck over 1,100 different components across Iran as of the 6th day of the conflict, Defrin said. He said IAF jets also struck several weapons and missile production sites in Tehran. On Wednesday morning, Israeli aircraft identified and struck 5 Iranian AH-1 attack helicopters located at Kermanshah Airport. "We have clear goals and objectives: removing the existential threat to the state of Israel, significantly impairing the nuclear program in all its components, and inflicting substantial damage to the missile array," Defrin said. The IDF said it identified around 30 launches fired from Iran towards Israeli territory in 2 barges Tuesday night. Most of them were intercepted, and there were no casualties. "I know these are complex days, but we cannot afford complacency," Defrin said, warning Israelis to strictly adhere to home front safety guidelines. Trump initially distanced himself from Israel's surprise attack on Friday that triggered the conflict, but in recent days has hinted at greater American involvement, saying he wants something much bigger than a ceasefire. The U.S. has also been shifting assets to the Middle East, including sending more warplanes to the region. Trump said in social media posts on Wednesday that the U.S. knows where Iran's supreme leader is but would not kill him, for now. He also called for the complete surrender of Iran. "We now have complete and total control of the skies over Iran," Trump wrote. Fox News' Stephanie Simon and the Associated Press contributed to this report. Iran
All right. So yeah, the war's ramping up. Kodak asked, what's going to happen with the housing market? That's a great question. This article got overlooked. It was up here hiding from me. Housing market slump is getting worse. Okay. So why it matters, the broader economy held up during the rolling recession that hit the housing industry in recent years. That might be the case this time if other sectors slow concurrently, which they will. Catch up quick. So basically, I don't need to read all of this, but yeah, it's not looking good. It's not looking good for the housing market. It's not looking good for anything. And look at, we have a special guest. Everyone say hi. This is Snow. Say hi, Snow. Say hi to our special guest. Everybody send a galaxy for the kitty. Kitty galaxies. Oh, baby. Oh. Little Snow. She's a star. She wants to get away. She's like, let me go. Let me go. She's a parrot now. Say hi, Snow. I thought you guys might like to see her come on. Maybe it would get you guys to send a galaxy. Help support the little kitty. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Bye, Snow. Bye, Snow. Nah, she won't jump. She's just like wondering like what's with all the lights and everything. Kodak, thank you for the rose, and Kodak, thank you for the heart puff. Kodak, thank you for the chili and the lightning bolt and the finger hearts. Kodak likes the kitties. I see your kitty in your thing all the time. She said, "Get me down." Yeah, she didn't want to work. That's for sure. We got a couple little kittens. I figured with all the doom and gloom, why not have a cat to come and brighten everybody's spirits a little bit, you know? Like, curious, how much do we find out how much gifts are? So the gifts are based on like the coins or whatever. So, the Let 'em Cooks are like 20 cents. Some of them are like a couple bucks. Some of them are 1 penny. It just depends. Enlock, thank you for the heart. Me appreciate it. You got 4 of them? Nice. I have 2 outside cats. I have 3 inside cats. So I like to have cats. I'm a cat person. We also have Leia. She's our dog. They're all named after, like, so one of them's name is Chewbacca, Chewie. And then Snow after Snow White. And then Arthas. Arthas is from World of Warcraft. And then we have Jax from, he's from Sons of Anarchy. Jax, but his actual name is Lieutenant Dan, because when I got him, his legs didn't work in the back. We were able to get him, but when he was a kitten, he couldn't use his back legs, so we named him Lieutenant Dan. And then he got new legs, so now he can walk. So now he's got magic legs. And so Lieutenant Dan, we changed his name to Jax. And then we have Spider Kitty because she's like a spider, and she freaking broke my TV. She climbs on everything and gets, so she had to become an outside cat. She broke my TV. I had to get a new TV. I was not happy, but she actually likes being outside better, so it works. But I have all the classic cars here, so we have the cats outside to make sure that nothing like mice or anything can get into the cars and stuff. I played so much WoW years ago. I love that game. Addicting. Yeah, I actually used to work BlizzCon every year. A lot of the sets and stuff for BlizzCon I built in the shop. And the life-size like statues and stuff, like I built all those. They did like the motorcycles and stuff, like I built all those things. All right. Some more news. We gotta roll through it. MAGA civil war breaks out over Trump's potential decision to join the conflict in Iran. What's going on here? It froze. Hey, can you call the IT guy? This froze. Oh, it's gone. Never mind. Let me try reopening. No. There we go. I fixed it.
There are a whole load of competing voices in President Trump's ear right now.
War with Iran would be a terrible idea.
This is so bonkers. This thing has not been thought through.
The American people have been brainwashed.
So what's he going to do? He is certainly keeping the world guessing.
You don't know that I'm going to even do it. You don't know. I may do it. I may not do it. I mean, nobody knows what I'm going to do.
The ambiguity is intentional. It keeps Iran guessing, threaten annihilation, pull them to the negotiating table, or maybe to surrender.
They want to negotiate. And I said, why didn't you negotiate with me before? They're totally defenseless.
But something else is going on here. Donald Trump is in a very tricky position. He is the no wars president, the peacemaker who won the election by promising fewer wars, not more.
My proudest legacy will be that of a peacemaker.
His base of support around the country are isolationists. They have no interest in foreign wars.
If what you want is American involvement in a war with Iran, which American troops and units would you like to see die first?
I guarantee.
Oh, a guarantee.
If Donald Trump launched a war in Iran, not only will I not support it, I will apologize for the rest of my life for voting for the guy.
And across social media and right-wing news channels, those views are echoed by influencers, politicians, and personalities.
The American people have been
Oscar,
brainwashed
thank you for the let him cook.
into
Appreciate
believing
you, buddy.
that America has to
Welcome
engage
aboard.
in these foreign wars in order for us to survive. And it's absolutely not true.
War with Iran would be a terrible idea. It would divide Trump's coalition and cost America our credibility and our treasure.
The question is it splitting the MAGA base? We'll have a look at this from two mega MAGA figures. Donald Trump's former strategist, Steve Bannon, and media personality, Tucker Carlson.
This thing has not been thought through, right? It does not have the commitment of the American people. You have to bring the American people. The American people are not there to get into another war right now.
And why is the Congress not actively debating this? There's one person. Marjorie Taylor Greene is like the only... Oh, and now Levin says this morning she's not MAGA. Okay, all right now. Now we're really in the last scene of Animal Farm.
So what will Donald Trump do? Well, only he knows.
My supporters are America first. They make America great again. My supporters don't want to see Iran have a nuclear weapon.
He has been given the military options, and he is being told conflicting things by different people. He's in a bind.
It is so hard to follow what Donald Trump is going to do. I don't know. I really hope that we stay out of this one. It is not going to be good. If we do, y'all better go file for disability or something. Get on some psych meds and get exempt so that you don't get drafted. Yeah, I would say you might want to try to get on some disability or something. Even if it's something, get something documented. Just tell your doctor your elbow hurts or your knee hurts or something. Get something on paper, baby. Go to your doctor. And Enlock, thank you for the 2 Let 'em Cooks. Appreciate you. Yeah, do something, man. Take care of yourselves out there, because this is about to get really bad really fast. I don't see an end in sight, and I'm really worried for my children, your children, everyone in the world right now. I'll tell them Trump broke my brain. I need meds. Yes, I have Trump derangement syndrome. Good for you, Oscar, because y'all are going to need that. Do something now, because later on it'll be too late and nobody will be able to get on it. But if you get in something documented first now before it gets crazy, you may have a chance at saving your life or your kids' lives. I don't know, just think about it, you know. And if you want to serve your country, by all means, go and volunteer. But I'll tell you what, like, I don't agree with any of this whatsoever. I don't. Ukraine-Russia war latest. EU diplomat says Europeans should learn Russian if Kiev doesn't get more support. Oh my God. Y'all better start learning Russian in the EU. All right. That's what they're saying. And honestly, I kind of agree with that sentiment. At the same time, I get it's a bit parabolic propaganda nonsense. But at the same time, I don't think Russia stops at Ukraine. But maybe not. Maybe Ukraine is full of rare earth minerals and resources and things. The largest lithium supply. What else? There's a lot. Okay, I wish I had Jesse here right now. It's just that I don't know. Do you think he'll stop? Chat, help me out. Do you think he would stop at Ukraine, or would he keep going into Europe from there and pull a Hitler? Oscar, thank you for the popular vote. Appreciate you. Yeah, that's where I'm at. I don't know, to be honest. Like, I feel like I understand where Putin's coming from. Okay. I try to look at things non-biasedly and understand, like, I get it. Like, he doesn't want a bordered country that is with the United Nations. I get it. He doesn't want NATO on his back door. I get it. At the same time, is that what the real motivation here? Or is it dominance? Because like I said, like, we're in a global economic shift financially is happening right now. And history will tell you that with that comes all out war. So I don't think he does stop. Very interesting times for sure. This needs to calm down or it will be scary. I don't think it does calm down. History will tell us that whenever there is a global economic shift, this is what happens. War breaks out. Okay? And what we are in is a global financial shift. We are moving to a digital backed currency. You know, digital currency so I think that's why this is a financial news media outlet, but we cover the war, because it has to do with the financial news. This is why it's happening, is because of the changes in finance. So get ready, buckle up, because it's coming. Trump hosts Pakistani army chief disagrees with India over India-Pakistan war mediation.
Prime Minister Modi clearly told President Trump that during the entire course of the event, India-America trade deal or mediation between India and Pakistan were never discussed at any level. All discussions relating to cessation of military action took place directly between India and Pakistan through existing channels of the two armed forces and took place at
Trump just takes
Pakistan's
credit
request.
for everything.
Prime Minister Modi said with great emphasis that India had never accepted mediation, nor does it accept it, nor would it ever do so. There is complete political consensus on this in India.
इस विषय पर भारत में पूर्ण रूप से राजनीतिक एकमत है.
I have to say I believe him.
Ignite.
All right. Kodak says Navy's good though, Coast Guard's great also. Yeah, but the thing is we have no strategic reserves, so we got no fuel to fuel a war right now. Neo, thank you for the 5 let 'em cooks. So we're almost reached our goal. Let's see if we can reach this goal by the end of the show. The show ends at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, but we'll go a little bit longer. Let's see if we can get this goal while I do a little bit of promo. If you could, looks like we got rejection here, Pallet Town at 9.4. We'll have to keep an eye on this, but I'll tell you what, it's been trending up for a while. It's due for a correction. It got a bit of a correction here. It may correct here to like 0.85 and then continue upward, but I think it'll hit $1. Didn't we just max out on oil? I mean, I don't think we maxed out, but I know our strategic reserves have been depleted for a while. So expect gas prices to go up. And Big Baller, he said, you know, invest in oil. He might be right. If we go to war, expect gas prices to hit $10 in California. Waiting till it candle below 8451. Yeah, that's pretty much what I was just saying. I'm thinking 8.5. It'll probably correct here and then come back up again and hit $1 and then just completely top out. It could continue more, but I would think not. Algo's getting close to buying. Ondo's getting close to buying. I'm waiting for confirmation, but once I get confirmation, I mean, that's a bull flag on Ondo right now. Ondo's got a bull flag. It's probably going to come down here to 0.76, probably 0.75. No, probably not that low. Maybe 0.766, I'm thinking it wicks to. This is Ondo. So I think Ondo's got a nice little bull flag forming. And I think this one is primed. It's been in a downtrend for quite some time. However, here's the thing is, look at this. All right. This is bullish. Let me double check that. I've been double checking the wedge patterns because I pretty much have them memorized, but they can get mixed up sometimes. So none of these. Okay, yeah, here it is. So if it trends down into it and it's pointing down, a breakout upward. And that's what we have on Algo right now. Or was that Ondo? Excuse me, Ondo. And that is a big pattern. That would send it up. Yeah. That would send it up quite a bit. I'm thinking 90 cents. minimum. And I think it could do $1, depending. What was that one? This one is Ondo Finance. Now that doesn't mean that it's not going to come up here to 80 cents ish. Okay. And then come back down one more time. All right. So I'm going to wait for confirmation on this one. But this one, we're going to keep an eye on for sure. Because if it breaks upward, if it starts hitting 82 cents, it's probably going to go to $1. I'm thinking probably just shy. 95 cents seems more realistic. Where is the actual resistance at? 92 cents maybe. 95 or excuse me, 93. But it could go as high as 97. And it could go more than that, obviously, but those are like just from what we're looking at what it could do. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. I've been waiting to buy. You all know this. I've been watching Ondo and Algo like a hawk. I've been waiting for the right moment, but I don't want to get stuck in a bull trap. How can you go by the chart when it seems to rely on BTC Ethereum charts? What do you mean? I think Bitcoin is possibly gearing up for a move. Best network to use USDC. I do not recommend any networks or anything like that because of what happened with FTX for legal reasons. I think things are gearing up for a pump, but it doesn't matter how bullish everything looks. Like he said, Justin Kelly, Bitcoin is driving everything. Bitcoin is in the driver's seat. I agree with you, Justin. But that's why I'm waiting for confirmation. I'm gonna wait for a Bitcoin signal. But I'd say Bitcoin is somewhat bearish, but it could be in a C wave right now, ready to come down. That's why I think it would come up, come back down, and then it would go. So I think if Bitcoin completes its C wave, then it could take off and do something big. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. I'm thinking once Bitcoin hits about 95, 97K, it takes off from there. That's why you scratch your head a bit when I look at some charts like traditional stocks. Well, I'm also following Bitcoin as well. It's just Bitcoin will give you the overall direction, but I don't think Bitcoin has much more to come down. And I think other projects like Ondo, for instance, it's already pretty much bottomed out. Okay. Now there is the potential that it comes down to 65, 66 cents. And that's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for confirmation. Okay. But I'm keeping an eye on it to see if the market does make a turnaround. But I'm thinking probably mid-July is going to be our buy point. Oh, not you, just some seem to forget that. Yeah. Is H-bar entering buy territory? Let me go look. But I'll tell you this right now. I think mid-July is going to be your buy point. That may change, but that's just what is confirmation? A breakout. A confirmation would be a breakout. I don't need to catch the entire wick, but I need confirmation that it's going to do what it's going to do. Once it breaks out of that resistance, or once it loses support, then I know what direction it's headed and where it's going to stop. That's where I'm at with it. HBAR is basically a stable coin. Was that one we were supposed to look up, HBAR? Yeah. HBAR is a stable coin. That's funny, man. Y'all are funny. We're talking about Ondo, Algo. We're basically everything. Everything is moving in unison. I'm calling this the unicycle, the simulcycle. Ondo looks like a inverted head and shoulders in the short term. Right here. That could send it up a little bit, but that's not a lot. Like, we want to zoom out. We want to look at the 1 day. Oh, excuse me. This is H-bar. So H-bar is this head and shoulders right here. So H-bar's got more to come down. I'm thinking 12 cents to 13 cents. Nothing's changed on that. We got a few weeks. We got a few weeks left for things to start coming down. But this is classic. H-bar is a classic bull cycle. So even if it is going to pump, it's going to do this. It's going to and fizzle out. I'd like to see it do something else, but that's pretty much what it is. All right, I will do one last one for you, Jesus, because you are a subscriber. After that show's over, we're 15 minutes over time, and mind you, whenever we go over, I have to pay the IT guy extra money. So if you could send some gifts, at least help me reach this Let 'em Cook, man. I would appreciate it, but it's going to cost me like an extra $100. Neo, thank you for the dragon crown. Appreciate you. Jesus, thank you for the Let 'em Cooks. Let's see if we can get a galaxy. Since we're already over, might as well do a couple. All right, let's do Cardano. Cardano. I know we went a little bit over because we had an unexpected guest, but wasn't she incredible? She, you know, I haven't watched too much of her content. I've seen a little bit. Same thing here, inverted head and shoulders, short term. But she's actually, she gets it. So Cardano, same thing as H-bar, okay? It's a little bit of an inverted head and shoulders in the short time frame, but the larger time frame, it is a head and shoulders, bringing it down to 51 to 53, maybe 55 cents. I'm leaning towards the lower numbers of like 50 cents. I think it hits 50 cents and then bounces up from there. But at the same time, it's a classic bull cycle like that. I think we're in like the 9th inning right now. Neo, thank you for the sparks. Thank you very much. Who's got me with a galaxy? If I can get a galaxy right now, I'll keep doing a little bit of TA. If not, we're gonna call it a show. We're already ran over, so I'm already gonna have to pay overtime. But if I get a galaxy, I'll stick around. We'll do some TA. Everyone should just buy SXT and Ondo. Set it and forget it. I know, right? Because as soon as I buy it, it's going to God candle. Kodak, thank you for the flex. All right, can we get a galaxy or are we calling it a night? I own Ondo, but what purpose does the coin serve? Honestly, it's real world asset. So it's the tokenization of real estate. That's what it is. Tokenization of real estate. So basically, Whatever real estate is valued at is what it will be valued at. It'll be backed by a real world asset. The coin is used for like liquidity pool for transferring. So like when somebody wants to buy real estate, okay, and they pay somebody, you know, the coin is what's used to move the money back and forth. All right. Holy crap. Bunch of gifts coming in. Kodak, thank you for the donut. And the Tiny Dino, the You're Awesome, the 2 goats, and Oscar, thank you for the galaxy. Thank you so much. All right. I will go till 9:30. We'll go to 9:30. Unless we keep getting galaxies, then we'll keep going. Let's see here. Actually, we'll do something bigger than a galaxy or something similar. What do we do? We'll do a meteor shower. Because the more we go over, the more it costs me out of pocket. So, meteor shower, and I will go till 10 o'clock. And we'll go to 9:30 now. I've read Ondo's coin is purely governance right now with potential for future staking. Interesting. Turbo for meme coin, that is now utility. All right, who wants TA? Oscar, do you got a TA you want done? Oscar, what do you want TA'd? You got front row right now. File? Yeah, we'll do file. Is OMG one? Is that a coin or is that just OMG? If OMG is a coin, maybe I should buy that. What the hell is Trump Mobile? Is that a coin? Neo, I just did Cardano, but I can do it again for you. Neo has been a subscriber for a long time. All right, slow down, chat. Let me get these done here. Riznet. Is that a meme coin? I'll tell you this right now. I don't do meme coins. They're unchartable. Holy cow. Oh my God, look at that thing. Dude, File. If File takes off, that would, to something like this, that would be incredible. What is the... It's super new. I just got an airdrop. Who told me about File? What the fuck? That was 2021. I wonder if this one gets a bull run at all. I don't know what the utility is on this one. Let me check. A decentralized storage network and cryptocurrency that enables viewers to rent out their unused storage space, creating peer-to-peer marketplace for data storage. Oh, we looked at this one the other day. Yeah, this one's cool. This is hella cool, actually. All right. So on the one day, here's what I'm going to tell you. Okay. More than likely, let's see, it seems like it's a bit of a double bottom. It probably has more to come down. I would say 2.9. But what'll happen with this one is it'll pump up and it will probably go there like that. So I'm thinking $6 when I think it's still got more to come down. But I think it'll do about $6 when it does take off. I think it comes down to 2.111. $2 to $6, that's like what we want XRP to do. All right, let's see here. You want me to do RisNet? If it just dropped, I'm not going to be able to TA it. We can do Quant though. All right, I'll do RisNet. Hold on. Is this it right here? Riz? May 15th it dropped. This looks like SXT. I don't know, man. It's in uncharted territory. It's too new to chart, but I would say things are going down right now. That's what I would say. I would say wait for it to flatline, and then you'd be in accumulation on it. But I don't know. What's the utility on it? I just did Cardano, but you got to become a subscriber or send the gift. Rihanna, thank you for the heart me and the rose. Appreciate you. Oscar wants IOs. Oscar paid, so he gets first dibs. Thank you, Oscar, for the galaxy. All right, we got to get this other goal if we want to go to 10 o'clock. IOs network, US dollar. Okay, on the 1 hour, I'd say it looks kind of like maybe a double bottom or a triple bottom there, but let's go into the 1 day. Dude, if that's a double bottom right here, if it stops right here and starts going up, it's going up to 54, 55 cents, you know, just to get started. I mean, it could stop up here at 43 to 45 cents. But also at the same time, I think it wants to come down. I'd keep an eye on this. I'd watch it and see if it starts creeping up here. Like, it can come down a little bit more, but if it starts creeping up, it's going to take off. But if it stops at 0.35, 0.36, it's probably going to head back down. Yeah, wait for confirmation on this one. Wait for it to pump past 0.39, basically 0.40, and then you can maybe get it from 40 to 55. It's hard to tell on this one. How long has this been out? Okay, a couple years. I would say that it, man, it's probably going to come down. I mean, it looks pretty nice and volatile, though. I'm just not seeing any real patterns. It's a bit of, it kind of looks like other things like the Head and Shoulders, but it's a little wonky. But it could be a diamond top forming, which would send it back down. But if it's a diamond top, that means it would get like a nice pump. So keep an eye on it. If this thing pumps up to 57 or 60 cents and then starts coming back down, I would say it's a diamond top and it's going to run back down here. Watch the market. Whatever Bitcoin does, it's going to do something similar, just more volatile. All right, Quant. You got 2 minutes to send the gift or we're calling it a night. Rihanna, thank you for the heart, me and the rose. Justin Kelly, thank you for the paper crane. Appreciate you. We got to meet the goal. If we're going to go over 9:30, we'll go till 10 o'clock. If I can get this meteor shower. Otherwise, we're going to end it at 9:30. So we'll do Quant and ARB unless we receive the gift. Quant. Quant looks like a double bottom. And it looks like it might be flagging right now. Yeah, Quant might pump. And I'd say it's a triple bottom and a bull flag maybe here. Yeah, this one's probably going to pump. I think everything's about to get a bit of a pump. Let's say it does pump. That would take it to 106 maybe 105. And it could potentially go all the way to 108. And that's just based off of this pattern right here, triple bottom. In a more long term, in the day, I think it's coming down. I think what it does is it's going to do this right here. And then boom, Head and Shoulders. Justin Kelly, you got to send the gift because we're already over time. Because it's going to cost me $100 to go over because the IT guy's in here. No. You got to send the goal gift. I appreciate it though. Let's see here. ARB for TikTok seller. If you were a subscriber, I would probably be like, oh, okay, but become a subscriber, man. And then you can get, I'll tell you what, subscribe right now and I got you, bro. And that way you get the perks of being a subscriber, man. But we're already 30 minutes over time. Arbitrum, is that it? How do I describe? I'm on TikTok Pro. So down on the bottom, there's like a star with a little circle around it. And you're going to click that, become a deluxe subscriber, and I got you, bro. ARB looks like it's flagging too. That's a nice bull flag, it looks like. And I'd say it's a bit of a inverted head and shoulders. And that would send it up to about 33. And that's on the 1 hour. And then on the day, it kind of looks like a double bottom. I think it comes down further. I think it comes to 0.24, and then it just takes off double bottom, sending it up to 0.64 later on. And it could go more from there. But I'm thinking that's probably what it's going to do, because we have this one right here, and then this one right here, and then this one will boom. So maybe it does like 80 cents at the most. All right, Justin, are you going to subscribe? I'm telling you, with the deluxe subscription, bro, like, you get one-on-one coaching with me. And real quick, if you guys want to sign up for the TA class, send me a DM. All right, I'll give you a minute. I'm going to do a little bit of promotion to buy you some time. All right. So if you're interested in doing the TA class, it is different from the coaching. Okay, so one-on-one coaching is about helping you find a strategy and on-demand TA for your projects, okay? The TA class is going to teach you how to read the charts like I do. So there is a difference. All right? This is $25 an hour, okay? For this class. That's dirt cheap. All right. And so it's $100 a month, but some months have more days in it, and so you'll get a free class some months. Okay. So the price won't change, but it'll be $100 a month. And then don't forget, we're live Monday through Friday, 5 to 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Every day we're here. And then we have our merch. So we have hoodies, shirts, men and women's shirts. We have mugs. I have my mug right here. Check it out. And we have stickers. And then don't forget to sign up. Come join my Discord. It's absolutely free. If you're looking to do the TA class, that's going to be done on Discord. So if you go into my Discord, there is a section that says TA classes. You can click on that and you can put your name on the list to sign up. And, oh, I have an extra ticket to Rare Evo. If anybody's interested in going to this event, it's in Las Vegas. It's on August 6th through the 10th. I have press passes. I was told that they would most likely be upgraded to VIP, which are like $1,500 tickets, $1,600. So if you're looking for a VIP experience in Vegas, let me know. They are press passes. They may not get upgraded. It depends on how many VIP tickets they actually sell. So if there are availability, we will be the first in line to get those VIP tickets. But I only have one extra, so it'll be you and the goat. All right, Justin, did you figure it out? Oh, and check it out. We were able to raise another $75 this month for the Save a Warrior Foundation. Thank you to everyone that donated. We're making a difference here. We're changing lives. We're doing something positive for the community. Not just being greedy You know, we want to help people. We want to do positive things for the community, not just the crypto community, but the world in general. You know, like that's what this is about. This whole thing is about helping people. That's the main goal here. I'm going to be really bummed if I'm going live extra for no reason right now. I'm going to give it a few more minutes for you, Justin. But I'll tell you what, Justin, being a subscriber, it's going to be worth it for you because, like, you're asking me right now for TA. You're going to have priority in the chat to get that TA done on your projects. And you can message me directly for TA anytime. There it is. Justin just subscribed. Thank you, Justin. I appreciate you. And remember, you can message me and send me a direct message, okay, with your email, and I will sign you up for the email alert system. And because you subscribed, I will go till 10 o'clock. Unless we don't have any more to go over, then I'll cut it early. Welcome aboard, Justin. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you. I feel like you were on the fence about signing up anyway. So glad to have you. Don't forget, you guys can also gift subscriptions to other people if you want to, if you feel like doing that. As soon as we get to 115 subscribers, I actually get paid more money for having subscribers, and it actually becomes a little more lucrative for me. All right, Justin wanted IMX. I got you, bro. I'm telling you, you're gonna enjoy it. IMX is a diamond bottom in the 1 hour. So I would imagine this one's gonna pump soon. That would be at about 48 to 49 on that one. And in the 1 day, it's probably reached, it could potentially go to 35 or cents. But because of that diamond bottom, I'm thinking not, which would be a double bottom, sending it up here. And that would go to at least like 86 to 90 cents and potentially more. It could potentially go to $1.04. 5 projects you jumped in when you got confirmation? What do you mean? Any chance it revisits its all-time high? Let me look. I'm going to say probably not. Okay, so this is common. What you're seeing, this is the bull cycle. That's probably where it will hit its top and then come back down. And by then, that would be December, end of the bull cycle. We're kind of in the final last round here. This is do or die for the bull cycle. It's pretty much almost over. No, I think probably $1 would be the most it actually reaches. Kita? No, I can do Kita for you. There were some other ones in the chat. Chat, if you want me to look at those projects for you, we're going to go till 10 o'clock. You can all thank Justin Kelly for adding an hour on. I'm not too happy about it. I'm in pain. I am tired. but we'll do it. I mean, I'd say we're in the 8th inning. We're in the 8th inning. All right, Mother of Dragons wants Kita. How you doing, Mother of Dragons? Kayleen, so nice to see you. Always a pleasure. See, it's on Tether. That doesn't look right. Kita. Try this one. Does that look right to you? Does that look like the right one? Oh, KTA. Oh, this is it. Perfect. All right. So it looks like it did a bit of a head and shoulders here. It's that new? May 15th? When you say 8th inning, you don't mean 7th inning stretch before November, December. I mean, yeah, kind of. I guess I'd say we're probably in the 7th inning now, and we're in the 8th inning. Maybe we go into extra innings on this one, but I think it's done by November. I think it's done by November. I think we get a pump in September, October, and then we start heading down in November, or maybe something changes. But the way the world is going right now, I'm leaning towards probably not. This one's hard to say, but I would imagine this does something like this. Come, boom, head and shoulders. 40 cents. Possibly. I could be wrong. There's just not enough data. There's ones like this. There's just not enough data. It is in a downtrend, which means it should turn upward soon. I'd say that 66 to 63, it could potentially come down to, and then start moving up. What platform is it on? I'm not sure. You'd have to find out. I'm sure it's on I think it said Kraken. Polynex, Blowfin, Uniswap, Bitmart. So basically, the traditional cycles are a thing of the past because regulations and institutions. I think, yes. And I think the next bull cycle won't be 4 years off. I think it'll be sooner, maybe in a year or two. I think 2026 is going to be dead. They're just going to say, okay, go to sleep. See you in 4 years. And then the next year, boom, bull cycle, and no one will be prepared for it. I do see crypto turning more to traditional stock market by 2030. I think so. XRP, Rihanna, you got it. So XRP is a head and shoulders in the 1 day, but it could possibly break out of that. So in the 1 day here, we have the head and shoulders possibly sending it down to about 180 to 160 if it doesn't break structure. Okay, it could break structure. I don't think so. It may hit $2 and bounce up from there. In the 1 hour, it kind of looks like it's gonna pump one more time, maybe. It could see like 230 to 235. At the most, I would say 240 to 247, and it would still be within structure. But it is this pattern right here. It's a bit of an ascending channel, which would send it down to $2. Okay, so it may have one more pump up to about 237. Maybe it's more like 239, 240. Come back down, and then it would break and hit $2. The question is it going to bounce off of $2? Or is it going to break through? I would imagine that it does something like this. It probably come up and back down. It's $2, bounces, and then comes down. Something like that. That's what I'm guessing. Not financial advice, but what do you personally see as the top 3 performers in the last inning? That's a good question. Probably Ondo. Maybe Algo. I don't think Algo is going to outperform Ondo, to be honest with you. If we have a meme season, I think, or excuse me, an alt season, maybe XRP. If the case gets dropped on XRP, I think it would outperform everything. But I don't think that that's going to happen. They may drop the case, but the injunction getting removed, that's the main thing. Is if the injunction is removed on XRP, XRP is going to do, $5 to $8. But it's hard to say. There's just so much hopium with XRP is why I say that. So it's just hard to say. I'm thinking Ondo. I'm really thinking Ondo. I'm hoping for SXT to do something this bull run. I would think that would maybe be its time to shine. It just hasn't gotten the traction. It may be something for the next bull run where SXT takes off. But the sentiment behind it, its utility, I'm digging it. Rihanna, you're very much welcome. Thank you so much. All right. Anybody got me with a gift? Just to hook a brother up? How about a meteor shower? Somebody got me with a meteor shower. I know I'm asking for a lot. Do I need to call Mega to make me believe in XRP again? I call him regularly to help me believe. Mega's the only person that makes me less bearish. Because, I trust his TA. He's pretty on point. For the most part. There are others that are, whatever, but I know he's not blind to the fact that things can come down. So when he says that things are going up, I tend to believe him. But I don't really go to Mega for TA. I go to Mega for emotional support for XRP. We need to create an emotional support group for XRP holders. Because, yeah, we're having a hard time over here. Does anybody have any more projects? Any more projects? I'm going to take down the meteor shower. I know you guys aren't going to send it. I was trying to put something up that would not be so crazy, but how about a glowing jellyfish? Can we get a glowing jellyfish? If not, no big deal. Axelar, got you. Link is bullish as F right now. Really? I'll look at Link. Axelar. I hate to break it to you, but this looks like it's coming down. Oh yeah, this is coming down. Classic. Like that. Where's that put it? In July. And then possibly run up again to right about there. I'd say 50 cents max. It would probably wick into 50 cents and then like that. Oh, Neo, thank you for the gem gun. And Jesus, thank you for the glowing gun. I appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. We actually made 20 bucks this live. All right. Yay. Cost me an extra 100 to go live longer, but it doesn't matter. It's not about the money. I mean, it's nice to offset some of the costs though. But I don't want to always, like, I don't want to be live till 10 o'clock. I want to go to bed or relax and get out of the chair. I've been sitting in this chair for 5 hours straight. You know what I mean? That's why it's like, all right, make it worth my while, you know. Link. That's what it was. I like Link. I hold a little bit. Not too much. Most of my money's in stable coins right now, but when I go back into rebuy mode, so Link looks like a bit of a bull flag thing going on, possibly. It looks like an inverted head and shoulders, possibly here. In the short term, just in the hour, I would say it goes to about 13.6. Maybe 13.5, 13.6, somewhere around there. And then in the day, it's coming down. Okay. This thing is coming down overall. This is a head and shoulders. All right. So this thing is coming down to 10. I'd say like 11 cents to like 11 to 10 cents, maybe 10.5, somewhere down here is where it's going to drop. I'm thinking right there. 10.14, 10.36. EMA ribbons are crossing on what? Arrow? Oh, on Link? I don't use those, man, because they throw you off. But we can look at them. Just because they're not crossing. I don't see them crossing. In what time frame? Maybe in like the low time frame, like the 5 minute. What time frame for the EMAs? Because I'm in the 1 day. Maybe you're mistaken. All right, do we have any more? Hold up, TV just glitched, had to restart. No worries. Yeah, this is Chainlink. Yeah, it looks like a bit of an inverted head and shoulders. But I think in the 1 day overall, it's coming down. It's a head and shoulders right here, bringing it down. You see it? Do you see the head and shoulders? Okay, it's right here. Boom. All right, I think I got time for one more. Who's going to give me the last one? And don't forget, TA classes. If you want to learn how to do technical analysis and learn how to read the charts like I do, okay, I'm very quick with my TA. Chris Durkee wants to do Tron, but he's not a subscriber. So I'll tell you what, Chris Durkee, I will give you either you can become a deluxe subscriber or you can send a money gun. But I'll tell you what, with the deluxe subscriber, you get one-on-one coaching with me. But you got 1 minute to send the money gun, or otherwise we're going to call it a night. Justin Kelly wants AKT. You got it. Last one. Unless Chris Durkee subscribes. If Chris Durkee subscribes, I'll do one more. A cash network? No worries, bro. I'll tell you this right now, though, that deluxe subscription pays for itself. All right, on the 1 hour, I'd say this is kind of a diamond bottom. It's a bit wonky, but it kind of feels like maybe a diamond bottom thing going on here. You see it? That's bullish. That would send it to, I'd say, 0.184, or excuse me, 1.184. But in the day, looks like it had a head and shoulders. It played out. It may be going into reversal, but I would say this is a descending, broadening wedge. Let me double check on that one. That's bullish. Yeah. This one looks like it's about to take off in the day and the hour. AKT, whoever called that one's about to do something. Let's see if this takes off. That would send it to 166, or excuse me, 165 would be your first profit taking zone. 175, 180, 195, $2, and then 260. I don't think it'll go higher than that. It could, but there's just not enough data to tell. But let's say this is a double bottom here now, right? And it does that. That would send it to 230 to 240. I'm leaning more towards this right here, actually. I would say probably 216 to 220. This one looks bullish as hell. All time frames look good on this one. I might buy some of this. The problem is, here's why I won't buy it. It's only been out since March 19th. There's not enough data for it to really be accurately charted. You know what I mean? So it doesn't matter how bullish it looks. One bad thing can just this thing. So be careful on this one. I'm glad I took a look at how long it's been out. That's usually one of the last things I check, just to be sure, because this could do just like what SXT did, and it looked bullish as hell, and it just, all right. Be careful on this one. But Justin Kelly, I would say that more than likely it's going to be somewhat bullish. But be careful. Be careful. Yeah, it's like render. Man, who was it that bought render? And I told him, I was like, bro, like, he was like saying all this stuff about render, and I was like, yeah, but I didn't see, you know, from my TA, you know, and he didn't take my advice, and he lost a lot of money, and then he canceled his subscription. Which I would think you'd do the opposite, right? Why would, if somebody gave you good advice and you didn't follow it, and then so you cancel your subscription with them, it's like, it's not my fault you lost. You know what I mean? I tried to give you the tools. But that's more about PTC, kind of SXT, no? What do you mean? You mean it's about what Bitcoin does? Yeah. Here's the thing is, I was pretty convinced that SXT found its bottom, and then the world just went to shit. Nobody could have predicted that. And that's why we do the news for the show, is because we have to kind of gauge that. But I tell you what, right now, the markets are rocky, whether you're in crypto or you're in the stock market. Everything is rocky right now. All right. Be careful. Not financial advice. Okay. This is just what I see. I tend to be right. But mind you, I'm only 90 to 95% accurate. So I like SXT though. I don't think it's shit. I think it's an awesome coin. I think it's just, we're too early. Too early. I'm always too early to everything, but I'm okay with that because I see the potential for SXT doing dollars, like $5, $10 to $25 in the next 5 or 10 years. So I'm okay with it. I'm accumulating it for long-term storage. Oh yeah, SXT is going to be massive. Like, people don't even know. Like, we're so early on that. Everybody that's holding SXT, yeah, Yeah, in due time. I agree, buddy. That's one it's an accumulation, baby. Every time it goes down, I'm like, oh, thank God. Like I can buy more. And I'm not throwing my whole bag at it right away. I'm putting a little bit into it every time it goes down, I'm not really DCAing it. I'm just accumulating it as it goes down. I'm like, oh yeah, baby, keep on coming down. I'm okay with it. And once it gets down to that low, then I'll throw a fucking massive bag in it. And so what? It takes 5 years for it to do anything? Fine. I did the same thing with XRP and now I'm retired. So once people read it and realize what it is, it's going to boom. Exactly. All the crypto creators, I found this one. Okay. All the crypto creators, I tell them about it and then they're just like, oh, I'm buying this. I'm like, yeah, you're welcome. I'd be like, I will take my pontoon boat in emerald green with gold fringe, please. And I want one that's powered by a Sea-Doo so that we can take chat out on the pontoon boat and we can go ride around on the Sea-Doo and do things and bring it back and dock it in there. So... all right, I'm going to end the live, guys. Thanks for sticking around and all the gifts. Justin, thank you for subscribing. Send me a DM with your email address, and I'll get you signed up on the email alert system for free for the rest of the month, and you can try that out. I asked Nani Crypto this morning what she thought of it. She didn't know, and then she freaked out. I know, right? I am like, let me tell you this. I am known for picking the best ones early, way too early. Yeah, once she did some reading, I know. That has like been my whole thing. I've always picked things that are always end up being the best later on. I'm just good at picking them. They just fall into my lap too. I don't know what it is. Maybe I just manifest it. Who knows? Anyway, Justin, I'm looking forward to hearing from you. And yeah, I'll see you around. How's everybody doing today? Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share the show with your friends.
Fine. Oh,
what is going on, Revolution?
It's the Hulk again.
Revolution starts yesterday.
Can you hear me this time?
I can hear you. I have the issues fixed.
Okay. Why am I looking at the Hulk?
Because we are probably going to dip hard. So the Hulk is an indicator. You know, we like to use indicators.
The light's not enough. You need the big scary red face.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Smash that like button, guys. Share the show. Follow Revolution and become a subscriber with Revolution to get your fact-checking. Tell us about your fact-checking boundaries.
So I can do about 5 times a month for any new subscribers, and deep dive and fact check whatever you need. And I can see both sides because I have separate accounts that show me both sides of what everybody is saying, and I have one that shows me the UK. So if you need something and you're just not finding what you need, I can probably find it. So for 5 times a month, subscribe for a month, and I can do it for you, a deep dive into anything that you need a fact check on.
Big Baller, thank you for the goats.
Thanks, Elle.
Much appreciated. Live goal achieved. Yes, we have Jesse here. Welcome, Jesse. You're looking stunning as always.
I'm actually tired.
Coffee
This
girl.
was fast.
Coffee.
Yes, that is the... Thank you, Big Baller. I appreciate you so much.
Break the
Thank
shadow.
you.
What does that mean? What does break the shadow?
So cool. Thank you. What shadow?
I don't know. TikTok seller said break the shadow.
Oh, do you have your thing at the bottom? Or did you forget?
What thing at the bottom?
You usually have your chart at the bottom.
Well, I figured we would run a... I can change it. Oh, well, let me change it until... I figured we'll run a battle. You want to do one battle?
Okay.
Just for fun. Because it helps us move up the
Before we
ranking.
switch?
Yeah, we'll just do one.
Okay.
Do one battle. You are battling the Hulk, not Oz, so make sure you send your Hulk-sized gifts.
And when you win, did you win or the Hulk?
I won.
Nope, that's not how that
I won
works. You can't have it
I
both
won
ways.
every match last live. What are you talking about?
No, you really didn't. You really didn't. But
Oh, so that
you know,
means it's
tell
my turn to
yourself
win.
what you
Got
need
it.
to.
Got it. I
It
get to
technically is, yeah. It's okay. I'm not a sore loser like other people.
I am
so-
a horrendously sore loser. It's kind of a problem. Looks like we're killing it with the likes, though. As long as we don't get sniped by California Joe.
It's alright. I'm not as well known as you, and that's fine too. Because I'm okay with losing.
I don't really think that I'm more well known. I think you're more popular.
No.
I may be more well known because everyone knows me as the GOAT, the creator here, but you're the backbone of this whole operation.
No, the thing is that because I tell people the truth and tell them things that they don't want to hear, it makes me maybe not liked as much, if that makes any sense.
Better to be feared than loved, some might say.
Sometimes, yeah, honestly, because, you know, but not all the time, but half the time love gets you so far, but fear gets you a little further, so it just depends on the situation.
I want my kids to fear me. Fear
No.
the wrath of the Crypto Hulk.
I want my kids to love me, but I want other people to fear my kids or me when it comes to that.
The Hulk needs
No.
a small set of headphones.
No.
Things like that.
God, that thing is so creepy.
The Hulk?
You don't have to look at it.
I like this. I got the last one at the movie theater. it wasn't even airing anymore. It was just sitting there. And I was like, can I buy this? They're like, well, that's our last one. I was like, yeah, but the movie's not airing anymore. And I had to talk them into letting me have it. And I paid too much for it. That's for sure. Oh man, XRP looks sad.
All of them look sad right now. Dude, my stocks freaking just dropped.
This is why we have to understand the news, right? And understand that it plays a pivotal role.
Absolutely. And especially right now, there's the frameworks of certain deals, and some of them look pretty legit, but other ones, it's just a framework. That does not mean once it's all signed and everything's, you know, actually put together and signed, that's the only time that we can be like, all right, this deal is. But when they say framework, there's a lot of little things that they still have to cover and negotiate in order for it to be an actual deal. And I think people like, and you'll see it at the bottom, but certain things still have to be conversed because it's not done yet. They have the chunk done, but the smaller stuff haven't even been addressed yet.
Even then, it's buy the rumor, sell the news.
Hi, Mother.
So
yeah, no, I totally get it.
It probably is going to go down because of the news, and I'm sure the news is going to.
Well,
be
nobody
tariffs.
wants. I was going to say nobody wants to hear the word tariffs and inflation and all that. Nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to pay more on anything. So
that's all we're going to get.
Hi, darling.
For a while.
Oh, I know. And that's okay. You know, I think some of us prepared for that. You know, I certainly did. But how long it's gonna drag with these tariffs, because it's already been how many months now? Are we actually gonna get somewhere with it or not?
Big Baller, thank you for the hat and mustaches. Mother Dragons, thank you for the popular vote. Thank you for the heart knees. TikTok seller, thank you for the goats.
Thank
you.
Thank
you for the goats. Big Baller, thank you for the rose.
Appreciate you. Guess who won?
Big Baller says Loca made me a fortune today. Yes. Make sure you're taking profits, okay? I would say that after the first year, it may be a good time to Big Baller, thank you for the backing monkey. It may be a good time to
thank you, Mother.
Hodl after this dip, buy this dip and hold and see where we go. Because I have a feeling we could be going into alt season, but as we go up, take profits, okay? Because we don't know what's going to happen. Have an exit strategy. If you're DCAing, you should be DCAing out of the market, you know, on the way up, DCA out. And that's dollar cost averaging. That's one way to do it. I personally, because I'm a trader, I understand the market. I'm not greedy. I don't care if I don't catch the very top. I just set resistance zones where I take my profits, and once they reach them, I'm okay with that. Because I'll tell you what, being greedy, trying to catch the very tip every time, even though I'm calling the tip every time, that greed can burn you. Don't try
yeah,
for just
always
the
take
tip,
profits if you
know?
can. Except SXT.
Except SXT. Yeah, SXT is in its accumulation phase, guys. Should be accumulating it, but also trading it to accumulate more. The music is very
Thank
loud.
you, MVP. Thank you, Mother.
You know, we're just gonna pause the music. There. No music. I cannot get the music right. The TikTok studio, the audio settings are just subpar. They're subpar. I sold all my SXT.
No, we love
10
TikTok
cents.
Shop.
Yes, we love TikTok Shop. We absolutely love TikTok Shop.
I know it sounded all right to me, Mother. I think it's you, Oz, because the music sounds fine to us. Like a little teeny loud, but it still sounds really good.
Some people are getting different audio experiences.
Okay.
MVP says we love TikTok everything.
Absolutely.
That's debatable.
Hey, F1 in the chat. F1 in the chat. No negative Nancy's today,
loud.
okay?
It was a little loud. I just killed it. We were getting to that point. We're at 7.2K likes. That means that we are coming very close to removing the Hulk. And then you get to see my wonderful twisty mustache.
That's not fair. You have an auto clicker.
Shh. They don't know that.
A win is a win, I guess. A win is a win.
Remember, chat, if you want TA, you need to be a subscriber, okay? You don't have to be a deluxe subscriber.
Thank you, Mother.
You have to be at least the low tier subscriber. And that's what you're getting with that tier. And the top tier deluxe subscription, you can message me directly for coaching. And then we also offer the TA class. If you're not in the TA class yet, send me a message and let's get you signed up for the TA class. Let's get you profitable. Let's help you offset these costs because you want to invest into yourself. Okay? Invest into yourself, into knowledge and understanding of the market so that way you can actually make money and not get burned.
Exactly.
All right, so let's be done with the battle because my ego can't take it anymore.
I knew it. You didn't want to do it because you didn't want to lose.
I'm going to drop you as a co-host and bring you back so that we can have you with the screen.
With the thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll see you in
All
about 2 seconds.
I'll be back. All right.
All right, we're going to bring Jessie back here. Where is she? She's not here. And don't forget, we are also on Twitch and YouTube. We're not live on YouTube right now. I forgot how to do it. Hold on. Let's start streaming on YouTube as well, just in case bananas happen. Bananas happen to everyone. All right, I think we're good there. Okay, we should be on YouTube as well. It's going to be hard to see the chat. I got to get like a pop out for YouTube. All right, yeah, we are live on YouTube. Absolute and fruitly. Let me see here. Let's bring back Revolution. There you are.
That was so rude. It's like declined, go away.
I'm
like, okay.
I have to add you. Otherwise it won't do the screen share. It'll just put the two of us together.
Got it. I'm plugging in my fan because it's hot.
Got you. How's everybody doing today? Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share the show with your friends. We're at 10K likes. The Hulk is gone. And now you have the OG Crypto Hulk here. Let's see here. Fix the settings. All right. We are back, baby. We are back. They tried to attack us, yet here we are, because I'm still standing better than I ever did. Looking like a true survivor. Got me feeling like a little kid.
Actually wasn't too bad.
I actually can sort of sing. I do like to sing karaoke. Chat, you got to come to Vegas with me so we can sing some karaoke together. Come on.
Isn't that like an awkward feeling though? Everyone looking at you like just hoping it's over. Like, I don't know. That doesn't seem pleasant to me, but then I'm an introvert. It's
Not
different,
me.
I guess.
I like to be on stage. Why do you think I have this show? Like, my
I
whole
used to
life
do
was
it.
being on stage.
No, I used to do it for years since I was 14 to like 26 years old, but after a while you're like, oh my gosh, please nobody talk to me like ever because it's a lot. It's a lot of stress. It's a lot of everything.
Absolutely. And don't forget, send in your daily heart me, not just to me, but to Jesse as well. Those help with the show, with our viewership greatly. Make sure you send in your daily heart me.
Thank you to everyone who sent them already. I appreciate you.
Yes, you guys are the real ones. All right. If you didn't send a heart me, you're not a real one. Just kidding.
That's not true.
I'm just kidding. Okay, I understand.
It's okay for people to just tap and not give anything. That's okay too.
Yeah, by the way, guys, if you don't want to give, I totally understand that. But as time goes by and we're not profitable, the show gets scaled back more. So if you want the show to continue, you have to be engaged with it. And that, if you can't give, obviously, all you got to do is tap the screen. And that goes for Jesse's live as well. Tap away. And if you are in my live and you've been here for a while or you're new or whatever, do not feel feel that I will be upset if you go and you support Jesse. I strongly encourage it, okay? It's kind of a joke, but no hard feelings whatsoever. I want Jesse eventually to take over this show, and I can go back to my retirement. Look at her face. She's like, that's not what I want.
Yeah. I mean,
Guys,
but all of us
dip
here are
into your
collaborative
pockets
and we're
or
all
this
helping
show
each
goes
other. And this is a community. So if, we have to take a step back for a little bit, it's all of us that are taking a step back. And I think that people don't really, sometimes all of us stretch a little thin, but that's because we want to be helpful and give out as much news as possible. He can give you the TA, I can give you the other side of news, but one piece, we have IT guy, we have journalism, one piece does not make a whole. You need all the pieces. And sometimes when we don't have enough revenue or whatever the case is, we just kind of have to take a few steps back and then try to work up to that again.
Exactly. Because this is a business. It is a business. I want it to be, I want to at least break even, right? If we're breaking even, I am totally happy with sacrificing my time. But it's become sort of unsustainable. And my wife is like, you can't keep doing this. And I'm like, I know, but I want to help people. And I feel like it's the right thing to do. And I think it will become profitable at some time. I really do believe it'll be huge. And, she believes in me. But at the same time, I get it. I can't give everything away, I just can't. So.
And I have 5 kids, and you have your family, and it we're trying our best, but things are expensive now, and it just he has his stuff, and I have he has a spouse. I have kids because the kids are just too draining, but we all have to work together. And the IT guy, he works some crazy hours and does some stuff that I don't even know how to do. So
yeah, the IT
it's
guy
a family here.
Makes all the money here. Jesse makes peanuts for now. The goal is to give you a raise, Jesse. And that's part of
someday
bringing you on here on camera and everything you're doing. You're doing more work. So I believe that should be reciprocated, so soon, all right, soon, and you deserve it now. You really do. I'm hoping that we can be earning more donations so that way I can give you a raise. But honestly, like, most of our donors have gone bye-bye. We're not receiving donations really anymore. There are a few that are donating, and those of you that are, thank you very much. But the donations kind of were the lifeblood to paying the staff. And that's been cut dramatically. And I also did give up half of those donations. Normally I do like a fundraiser for like one day, maybe a week for the donations, but I really feel strongly about this organization that we're giving to this month. So I'm giving half of all of them away. And so basically the staff this month is being funded out of my pocket 100%. So it is what it is. But if you would like to give, we should be having a link tree set up by tomorrow. We won't be live tomorrow. I have some doctor's appointments and things I got to do. Jesse, are you going to go live tomorrow? Do your own thing?
On Twitch.
So Jesse will be on Twitch tomorrow. So make sure you follow her on Twitch. And she will be having a Twitch exclusive. Because I noticed on Jesse's lives, they get down some rabbit holes, man. Some serious
really do
rabbit holes. I thought I went down the rabbit holes, but yeah, you guys are on another level with the rabbit holes for sure.
It's fun. It's fun hearing other people's, and unfortunately, certain platforms don't like you to say certain things. And on Twitch, you say whatever you want. No one cares. No one cares. You just say what you want to say. Or even Discord, like, just you get to be yourself and say whatever thing you want to say. And sometimes things make sense, sometimes things don't, but they're a lot of fun to go down.
Yeah, I've never been bananaed on Discord or Twitch or YouTube.
Thank you, Mother.
Mother Dragon says, I'm conflicted like a child with separated parents.
Oh, you're our mom, remember?
Yeah.
So it's okay. You can be with either one.
Let me help you, and you can just stay on my side of the stream and gift to me, and that'll fix everything.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. But I will tell you this. So I'm in a higher tier with TikTok, so I receive a higher percentage from the gifts, and that does go to Jesse. So when you send to me, more of the money comes through for the show. But we also do want to build up Jesse's show as well. So it really doesn't matter. Wherever you want to be supportive is great. Like on this side, like on her side, gift on her side, gift on my side. Whatever it is that you want to do, we just appreciate the support. And the main focus here is viewership. That's my main focus. Obviously, for Jessie, it's a little bit different. This is a job. She wants to make money. But, I want views. I want people to see this information. I want to help people.
I have a question.
Got my cup. Yeah.
How far down do you think, because the tariffs are saying one thing, they're talking about framework and working out the rest, meaning the deal isn't in place. So my thing is, how much far down is this market going to go, or will it be unaffected like it kind of has been? He needs to be So go back to TA. Yeah, you need to go back to TA for a while because you're kind of ranting. So my thing is that, like, as you see the future of crypto and all these deals just being talked about but not actually being set in stone, how is that going to affect? And also today, no rate cuts, which we knew was going to happen, and we're probably not going to get them down the line. So maybe do some TA on some of the coins that people are talking about.
Absolutely. And we're going to do the TA. We were supposed to do more TA yesterday, and we did continue on Twitch doing the TA. Okay? But no one really came over except for Alexa. And Is that her name, Alexa? Am I getting that wrong? Yeah, Alexa. Alexa came over, got her TA, and then everyone is, yeah, Ethereum's back. And that is a strong indication of alt season that despite everything, ETH is taking off. This is what we want to see, right?
Mm-hmm.
Big Baller, thank you for all the gifts.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Thank you, Big Baller. I appreciate you.
So back to what you were saying. With the tariffs, right, should be sending things down. At the same time, the White House is set to unveil digital assets report today. So welcome to the Wednesday edition of the Crypto in America newsletter. And basically, they're putting this out to create rumor and speculation in the crypto market to keep it up, because everything is tanking because of, and this is a strong indication for me to put out a nothing burger, right? This is a nothing burger, okay? To put something like this out to get people hyped up on something right before the tariffs, this is a strong indication that they expect the markets to dump, okay? So keep that in mind. That's why I got
my question is,
I got the red light on. I'm wearing a red hat, red shirt. I got the red Hulk. I think we're going down.
so usually when you have altcoins drop, is this going to be the case where meme coins shoot up? Or are we just having a bottom out on everything? Because I've noticed a lot of the meme coins that I have, because I think are cute, not because I think they're going to make me money. I just think they're adorable. Is that going to be across the board for all of the coins, or just the altcoins?
Well, is that the meme coin, like I bought fart coin the other day, right? Because I was like, okay, the market's going to pull back. Usually when the markets pull back, the meme coins run. Only a few did well. Like Zora did really well. I should have bought that one. Big Baller told me to, and I didn't. But they didn't run.
Thank you.
And so everything
That's
is
what I'm saying.
Kind of getting a pullback right now. Let's look at the alt season index. Look at this. We're at 38%. We were at 51%. So Bitcoin has not really moved much, and the alts have been going down. So this is a bit concerning, but we need to see Bitcoin start coming down. We really do. If it continues to keep holding, we could see alt season pushed off, and then I would say probably November, late November is when it's going to happen. I'm hoping for September. And I don't want to miss it because of little things like this, but this is the, far over here that we've been on this side, because we've been pretty much slammed in Bitcoin season for a while. So it just really depends. Maybe we don't get an alt season. Maybe Bitcoin just doesn't lose dominance, and it just keeps going, and it gets pullbacks, and alts start to run a little bit, and the simul cycle, right? The unicycle, what I've been saying, everything's kind of running together. And that's new for crypto. I feel like the seasons are changing. So we can't really use this indicator so much anymore because it's a bit uncertain. And think about it.
Right.
This is how long have we had this alt season index thing? It's only been around for 2 cycles, right?
Right.
So really, how useful is it? It's not been proven by science. It has to be used 3 times for it to be a science. TikTok seller says, Big Baller's insider trading. You got to tell me, bro. I know, right? I don't know where he gets the information from, but from now on, if Big Baller tells me to buy something, I'm buying it. From here on out. I trust
Here's
him.
my thing. What about Ethereum? Do you remember when around the time Trump had his inauguration, you know what I mean. And his son was saying that the future was Ethereum. And now Ethereum is becoming more important than the other coins because not only is it owned by private entities that are family of the big corporations, or however you want to call it, that might be the one that takes off and not the other altcoins people are expecting.
Yeah, honestly, well, when Ethereum goes, eventually it loses dominance as well, and then it filters into the other altcoins and meme coins. That's typically what we see, right? So I think eventually we should get something. At least a lackluster alt season. It'll happen because people want it to happen. They need it to happen, right?
Right.
And that's why the markets move the way they do. That's how we can chart it, because we all agree as a consensus that this is what is happening. So because of that, it allows us to, make something that should be completely random, not random.
So we're creating our own moon cheese is what you're saying.
Absolutely.
That the majority believes something and create this thing, and then we think we freak out and we liquidate, and then it drops the market and we're doing it to ourselves is pretty much the bottom line.
Exactly. The markets could just go up, but there are scalpers and traders and all these things, and that's why it does what it does. Otherwise, it would just be a steady, straight incline up because people would just buy into it. But somebody's got to sell to make money, right? That's why we're here, right? We want money, right? So that's just the way it goes. Neo says the whales will want it, so they have liquidation. Exactly. The whales will create alt season. It won't be retail. Once the whales are like, all right, Bitcoin's done, Ethereum. I think Ethereum is the future of blockchain technology because of its security. Obviously, eventually something else can come around that's faster, which is what we've seen. But I think as far as money goes, like, security is the bottom line, because it's all using Ethereum is already faster and cheaper than the system we have now. There's no argument that's just what it is. So if it's already faster and it's already cheaper, why would you opt for something that's faster and cheaper but less secure? Especially knowing that this is the Wild West crypto and that it is a not so secure place to be. If you're talking about hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars, do you want speed and efficiency, or do you want security?
Right.
I think security, hands down, and that's why I used to be the biggest bear on Ethereum. And this is what I said, is I can be wrong about things, and I can admit when I'm wrong. I think I was wrong about that 100%. And I think that Ethereum, at least for now, is still the champion blockchain. Everything I do on the blockchain, I do it through Ethereum. Like, I have other blockchains that I use, like Optimism and stuff, and I do that. Like when I bought my tickets for Rare Evo, right? I paid with Solana, and I used the Optimism network because it was cheaper, but we're talking about a couple $100. Whereas if you got hundreds of millions of dollars, I want security. I don't care how fast it is. Big Baller says, don't sleep on XDC. Yeah, XDC, I never really got into it because I don't trust the exchange. And because it's on that exchange, I stay away from it personally.
How much have you heard about, because I watch people on TikTok, I read the news, and the consensus is there will be no Bitcoin reserve, that it that Ethereum and I think it was Solana have a better chance at becoming the reserve than Bitcoin. And so that's been, I've seen it everywhere, and they won't come right out and say, oh, they said, oh, well, think about it, but they actually haven't even, that's not I don't think that's where they're heading. I think it's just to get people into Bitcoin.
I think that could be partially, we don't have a Bitcoin reserve yet, and it's just a idea as of right now. A lot of other companies are starting XRP, Solana, what is it? Like HBAR, different Cardano for their reserves that they're doing, but mainly
XLM.
Ethereum. Yeah, mainly Ethereum though. And what did I hear? XLM partnered with who was it? Can you look it up? Who XLM just partnered with for payments? Oh, I know. It was Uber. XLM just partnered with Uber. That's pretty awesome. I think XLM is going to do far better than what XRP will. I really do. And PayPal. So check it out. We got the news right here. PayPal says it will allow businesses to accept payments in over 100 cryptocurrencies. PayPal said Monday it will allow businesses to accept payments in more than 100 types of cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin and Ethereum. Called the Pay with Crypto, the new service will allow customers to use many types of cryptocurrencies to complete their purchases, as well as use wallets such as Coinbase and MetaMask. The company said in a statement, after shoppers pay in crypto, the payments will automatically convert fiat or stablecoin. PayPal has its own stablecoin called PayPal USD or PYUSD, which is backed by the US dollar. The California-based company said the new service will simplify cross-border commerce, increase merchant profit margins, and reduce transaction fees associated with international credit card processing. PayPal is offering a 0.99% transaction rate until July 31st of 2026, lower than the average credit card transaction rate, which typically ranges between 1.5 and 3.5, according to NerdWallet. This is bullish. This is the first step towards actually using Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, PayPal. And I haven't personally bought anything in crypto with PayPal, but I'm going to take a look at it. The problem is they don't have like the charts. So I'm not sure how it's going to do for me for trading, but for holding stablecoin, it might be worth it. You know, stablecoin up, earn APY. It's kind of hard to say. It's a little up in the air right now, but this is bullish news. This is hella bullish news. TikTok seller says, like the live, everyone. Yes, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, share the show with your friends, send in those gifts. Make sure you send your daily heart me. Make sure you send those to Jesse as well. And thank you to everyone that gifted. There's just a ridiculously long list from Big Baller, Neo, Seamont, TikTok seller, and so many more. Mother Dragons, thank you for your gifts.
Real quick.
Yep.
You were talking about partnerships with Stellar Lumens. So it's not Uber. It's MasterCard, IBM, MoneyGram, Circle, different types of blockchains. But I guess the IBM, MoneyGram, and MasterCard are the ones they're really zooming in on. So that's who their partnerships with. No, that was said on Reddit. I can't find any actual article that says that.
Got you. So it's a rumor.
Right. As of right now, there's nothing actually official or connected to it. But the MoneyGram thing is pretty good. Huh?
Can you pull the Reddit and see what it says?
You know that's not news, right?
I know, but I want to see what it says. You buy the rumor, sell the news, right? So let's pull up XLM. Did I look into token? CMON. I thought we did that already.
We did that one.
Token. Like, you want me to look into the utility or into the price on it? And by the way, I am so sorry. I thought that I had dealt with that already in the DMs. I do apologize. I've been getting a lot of messages lately. That's why we've separated the fact checking. You just got in? Okay, so I had to delegate like the fact checking and looking into things to Jesse. So if you're looking for TA and coach